Hey y'all, hey, it's Joyce from Elite Expressions. It has been a long time and I'm back, hopefully for the long term. Life gets in the way. I recently moved. I changed my hours at work. So, without further ado, today we are going to be making a light up base for our traditional styled Pimp chalice. So we did one for a rapper recently, and it was a big hit. And there's not too many people that have them, but I wanted to share how it is that I go about making them. I love resin, but my premise on resin is trying to incorporate it into my existing business and also into more functional uses. I love the coasters and I do those for, just to be creative. My phone stands are a big seller, but I'm learning now how to incorporate resin into my glass artistry. So, today, what we're going to be doing is using this glass. You can use any glass. You will need a large coaster mold and then a smaller coaster mold that will fit inside. Reason being, when this is removed from the bottom, it provides a case for this battery pack, okay? Now, the reason for this golf ball is because the person that I'm making this glass for, I am going to suspend a golf ball in this round part of the glass in resin, okay? So his glass is going to be extra heavy, all right? And then you also need whatever epoxy resin that you're gonna use. My resin of choice is Paduo. Shout out to Miss Felicia from the Crafting Nook. I got hooked on Paduo after watching probably almost all of her videos. I'm about 10 videos behind. I got some catching up to do, but when I started doing resin, I started with Alumilite, and the smell was horrid. So right now I do have air purifier on. I have my patio door open. I got the air conditioner on, so I'm wasting electricity, but whatever. I just want to be well, well circulated. And also, I don't know if I said you need your you need your fairy lights, okay? So, what I'm gonna do is, in order to get the fairy lights into the base, this is an 18-ounce solo cup. I have 20-ounce ones as well. All right. So what I found is the easiest way to do this is, bear with me, I can never get this untangled correctly. Is I wrap it around the cup. Yeah, so I just made a whole big mess here. Sorry. I hate these things, Lord almighty. Which way does that go? Okay. Okay. Might be getting somewhere, y'all. Trying to untangle. I mean, there is a rhyme or reason to it, but I never take it apart correctly. But it's easier if you start out with a straighter strand. Maybe I'll cut this part out later. And I always choose to do a video when I need to fill in on my nails, but whatever. Nobody cares. I especially don't. Because I get all kind of glue and gunk under my fingernails. It's ridiculous. Okay. I did it. 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 Oh, and I want to say one more thing about this. Once I get it done, I'm also going to make some keychain letters. Now, they'll definitely be smaller than this. The guy's name is Theo, but I'm going to put his name standing up across here. So when the light shines up, his name will light up. So will the golf ball. And then there will also be a Mercedes-Benz emblem here in this area. Maybe I shouldn't say the name of the car. There will be a car emblem here because he drives a beautiful white car of that brand, and he's also an avid golfer. So that's how that came about. That's what sitting in a bar talking about glasses and alcohol will do. You come up with some stuff. However, I'm excited. Okay. So the easiest way that I found to do this is to wrap this around the rim because, yeah, it fits in there pretty good. Maybe we'll wrap it around like midway. And you just go around and around and around like so. I don't want to take the battery pack out. I mean the protective plastic sleeve out until it's done. I don't want to waste the battery, but I probably should just to make sure it lights up. And these fairy lights are, I guess for the most part, resin proof. You can put them in resin, and even though the resin tends to heat up, well, it heats up when it cures, it doesn't harm the lights at all. So, okay, that just may be a king. Round, round, okay. And then we slide that off. The beginning was here. And then I look for the end of the wire. Okay, so this is the last light. So I keep that like that. And I've learned, because these lights will float up in the resin, I take this and I wrap it around like so, in order to keep the lights together in a circle, and bam, they fit in there just like so. Okay, so then I fold this to kind of fit so that it'll hang outside of the mold. All right, so are we all together at this point? All right, so then when I place the glass in here, that will keep the silicone mold in the middle down, and it'll also keep the lights from floating up. You know what the heck, let's just make sure they work, because if they don't, it will be all for naught. Okay, so we know that they work, and now I am going to mix up some resin and simply pour it in. Now what I did find out was a cute little thing is if you kind of push down on that, it creates a little suction so that this doesn't move. Now silicone does seem to kind of stick to silicone, but that little suction thing is kind of cool. Okay, so when it's done, this battery pack will fold under. The wire will fold under. It'll be hidden because I'm going to put something around the base, and it will be up under the bottom, and I'll secure it there with Velcro. All right, so we're going to take a quick break while I mix up some resin, and you'll get to see us pour the resin. And I'll make up enough just to pour a tiny bit inside of this glass so that I can put the ball in, and hopefully it'll stay there. When it's all done, this, we call it the bowl part of the glass, will remain clear so you can see the ball suspended, and the rest of the glass will be white, okay? And then the lights will shine up from here, and then there'll be letters the name Theo going across there, okay? See you in a few. Okay, I'm back. Resin is mixed. Just finished mixing it. Oh, let me go grab some gloves. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, resin is mixed. Let me get my gloves on. And we are about to start pouring. How the hell did I lose the glove? Okay. Rest in peace, glove. I don't know where you went. Just walk from one room to another. All right, see. PPE, y'all. It's very important. All right. So, want to make sure this is centered. It's centered as good as it's gonna get for right now. How about that? Okay, and we're pouring. So I pour a little bit on this first, just because I want the glass to be able to stick to it, and plus the glass will weight it down. Hold on. So now we place the glass in here, and I mixed up 11 ounces of resin. Okay, let me spritz a little bit of alcohol. I don't care so much about bubbles, only because it's going to be lit from the bottom, and the sides will also be covered with some kind of covering. Okay, and I probably mixed up too much resin. I probably only needed like maybe 5 ounces or so, but whatever. Now the last thing you want this to do is to over pour, because you will have to sand. And you don't want to get any resin on the glass like I just did. So I'm going to use my alcohol wipe and get this off of here. All right. Because once it dries on the glass, I cannot get it off. All right. I lift the glass up just a little bit to make sure that whole underbody fills with resin, okay? Now the problem with that is it does kind of make the glass move a little bit without that little air tension, but it is what it is. All right, so at this point, the base is still intact, everything is fine, and it just needs a little teensy bit more resin, okay? Can I do it? Can I do it? Without getting any on the glass. I think I did it. Got it on the mat though, but who cares? All right. That in the trash. And I think we're pretty much level with the top. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wipe my hands off, adjust the phone a little bit so you can see me just pour a tiny bit into the glass, just so I can drop the golf ball in, so when I pour the rest in, it'll be cemented in place. Now the sorry about that. Now the kicker is going to be if the golf ball will float around. So I'm only going to pour a little bit in there. I'm gonna try to go directly in the center. Okay. I don't want any to drip on the sides of the glass. Okay. So I'm gonna drop the golf ball in and pray. Okay. So when this cures, when we come back, I'm going to fill that middle part up with resin and we'll go from there. So let's see if I can bring it down. All right. So the base is done, it's filled. The lights work. There's some resin in the base. And then after that cures, we'll pour some more resin in the morning when I wake up. And then we'll get ready to paint. All right. Whew, let's pray it turns out good. Okay.